Hello again, this is tutorial number 2. In the last tutorial I showed you how to register for a blog, and remember that when we registered it told us that it was going to email a password to me. So let me go over to my email and find out what that password is. Here we are, and true to its word it's done that. My username that I chose for this exercise was tutorials, and here's the password. Wild looking thing that I couldn't remember, so I will copy it. Now when I click on this link here it will take me to the login page, so let's do that. Now this has been a source of confusion to many people. They think that we're now where we put in our blog password and username, but that's not the case. See, when you see this type of login that says here chefafamilyreunion.com, this is a site login and password. So our blog is in a secure directory, and the reason for that is that we've made everybody on the blog an author. If it's not in the secure directory, any person on the internet can come along, register the blog, become an author and put spam all over the blog, and we certainly don't want that. So we've put it into a secure directory. So when this little window comes up, you type in the username Shefa and your original site password, which we all remember. And that will take us to the blog login. Here we are. Now we know we're at the blog login when you see WordPress written here. WordPress is the biggest writer of blogging software in the world, and virtually everybody uses their blogs, and this blog we're using is a WordPress blog. So here we put in our username. Now my username was tutorials, wasn't it? And then I paste in that horrible password that it sent me, and I click on login, and I should get taken into the blog. Here we are, we're in the blog. Now you might think this doesn't look like the blog, but in fact we're in a part of the blog called the dashboard, and the dashboard is where the user of the blog goes to do all sorts of things. Now in this case there's the username tutorials. I could put in my first name Peter and my last name Flanagan, blah blah blah, nicknames, tutorials, and we can go down here. You can put in, there's the email that I used. I could put in a website, anything I want. Here I could write some biography about myself, and this is the part I like, the new password. You see that horrible password it sent us, while it might be a wonderful password from their point of view, I'll never ever remember that. So I put in here my own password. And it tells me it's a strong password because I've used a mixture of letters and numbers. In other words, it's difficult for a hacker to break into it, though probably not many people want to hack our blog. Then you click on update profile, and I now have the new password. Now what I might want to do now is go back and have a look at the blog. Well, I can do that at any time by clicking on Shefa Family Reunion blog here at the top of the page. If I click that, here I am in the blog. You'll notice that this is always first. Please read this first, though I must note some people haven't read it first. And then you go down and here's all the other blog posts. The top one will be the most recent one. So the most recent blog post was December the 13th this year, and it was John Spencer telling us that he's put up some great artwork pictures on the photo gallery. Alright, now if you wanted to go back at any time into your administration area, you simply go here to Site Admin, click here. My computer's running a little bit slow there. And here we are back in the dashboard, and it tells us all sorts of things. It tells us there's 8 posts on there, there's 9 comments, there's some pages, there's some categories, and the recent comments that were put in there. I made a comment on John's post, so on and so forth. Now what I'm going to do in the next tutorial is show you how to go to the dashboard and create your own blog post. So let's log out for now and come back to the next tutorial.